Can you guys hear me now? Can you see me? Okay, I think I figured it out now.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay, so I figured it out. Yay! I did it. Hi, dragons. Hi, Aaron. I can't see who's all here. Hey, Athlon. Yeah, it was my bad. I'm sorry, guys. There's a little button up in the corner that says start live, and my dumbass didn't see it at all. So yeah, but it's working now. It's been a long over 24 hours now, so I'm just a bit kind of I'm missing a lot of things. Thank you, Athlon. Thank you, Aaron. Hey, dragons. I don't know if I said hi to you yet. Hey, Puddle of Cam, how are you? Are you at the airport yet? Puddle of Cam is another little YouTuber like me, and I've known him for a good few years now. So maybe go check out their channel. They're also a mod here, or they should be a mod here. Because I'm pretty sure I modded them. So if you have time after this stream, go check out Puddle of Cam. They talk about like different stuff like life with trauma, similar to what I do over here, but they do it much better, and they aren't currently stuck in a psychiatric unit. Hi, Verse. Oh, you don't need to thank me. You're really good. Like when you had your old channel, I really enjoyed your stuff. Sorry, I'm just a bit old and creaky right now. It feels so weird to be live again. It's been years since I done this, like years. Because I've been with my fiance for 3 years now, and I'd stopped going live, and I think I'd stopped uploading like maybe like half a year or something, maybe a bit before I met him. Erin, one day I'm going to drag you on here with me. I'll need to get Puddle of Cam on to do a collab or something. How's your Airbnb, Puddle? I don't know how to like have you join right now, Puddle, but like when you have time, we definitely need to do like a little collab. Why is it noisy, Puddle? Sorry, the chat on my. I'm actually reading the chat on my phone because on StreamYards it's delayed. Yep, dragons. We used to talk to you in Puddle's live stream too, but they've changed. They've got a new channel now. I don't know if they've gone live since. Thank you for all being so patient and for letting me have the little discrepancy there with the system, kind of me missing things. We're angry and having a rough fucking day, so we're a bit quiet. We're here though. Do you want to talk about it first? You don't have to, but if you'd like to talk about it, we can talk about it. You can have a vent and a rant here if you want to. This is just a hangout for us all to just sort of like just hang out. So I can pretend I'm not in a hospital right now. Oh wow, I have 6 people watching. Thank you all. I really wasn't expecting that. Like when I set up the first stream, when I was trying to get into it, I was surprised to see people there. I was like, oh my god, like there's people like actually at my live stream. I thought like because everyone's like, oh yeah, we'll be there and stuff, but like you guys really showed out for me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that people are being loud, Puddle. That can't be very fun for you. Especially when you've got to be up early in the morning. Avalon, we've been having a rough day 2 versus. You're awesome. Hope your day gets better. I'm sorry, Puddle. That's probably partly my fault as well. I stopped showing up as well. I can't remember why. I think I just had to drop out for a bit when there was like a bunch of drama in the old community. So I'm sorry about that, Puddle, but I will be at your lives. If you let me know when you have lives, I will be there. Do you want to talk about it, Athlon? If you guys want to like vent and rant and stuff, or like discuss things, or get like peer advice or whatever, then we can do that here. Oh, that's nice of you, Athlon, that you'll turn on notifications for her. His legal system's fucked up when it comes to bringing abusers to justice. Well done for working it out. The tech shit is scary. It's live streaming. Yeah, live streaming and tech is scary. I'm really, really sorry about the legal system. I know how fucked it is. I know how difficult it is to get them to take you seriously in the first place, or even to just like take a minute to hear you out, whether they believe you or not. I'm really, really sorry to hear about that. If there's anything that we can do as a community to support you, then please let me know. Please let us all know, because I'd like to turn this into a little supportive community where we can come to each other about things. Yep, Erin, it really is fucked here as well. I know it's very corrupt in America, but I didn't actually realize how corrupt it was here too until I had to deal with my own stuff. And Perverse's, yeah, Puddle, sorry, I called you Erin there. The legal system's awful. Thank you, Vince / Verse. Of course, Puddle, it's hard to share and even harder when it feels like no one sees it. And same Versus big issue for us too. The government, people suck and make it hard for all of us. They really do. If any of you guys are needing to talk, like, even if you don't want to say it here, you can like message me, or if you like make friends in chats. I know like most of you know each other anyway, but hopefully we can make this like a little supportive community. And if there's like anything that I can do, then please let me know, because I don't want you guys to feel alone with stuff. I got run off YouTube because of legal system. I get so much anxiety when I try to film anything, but I really want to do it. Puddle, you make really good videos. I know you don't feel like you do, and I know you have a lot of things that you need to kind of like protect yourself from, and you need to protect from like the outside, but your videos are really good, and don't let the legal system scare you off from making the content that you make, because it's really important. That's my advice to you, is to stick to your guns. Maybe you could vlog some of your trip if your partner would be up for that, even if your partner's not in it. Oh, Puddle, me too. It's why none of our personal videos stay public for longer than a minute, and then the anxiety kicks in and I private it one day. We hope we can solely publicize them. Athlon, take your time with it. I had a YouTube channel before this, and I tried going back to it and I just couldn't. I had to restart over completely, and I walked away from 400 subscribers. I just needed to start over. So if you need to start over or you need to take your time, then just do what you need to do. We're angry and sad on your behalf that the legal system has affected you negatively too. Thank you, Verse. It sounds like you're really going through it, and I'm sorry that I don't have any more words of comfort or advice or anything. But if you ever need to talk, you're more than welcome to messages, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. It's okay, Puddle. You'll get them back. And, you know, I think we've been away from these things for so long, and we've grown as people. So I think it's maybe like we kind of outgrew our old selves, and those old channels kind of like represented those old selves. So, but you'll get there, and I'm sure like I'm sure you'll have a really good community grow around you soon. Athlon, as a mood, it's intimidating AF to leave personal videos and vlogs to exist without privating them in fear. It took us a long time to get used to the amount of self-soothing we need. We stopped making videos too. Most of it was our living situation, so maybe we'll come back. Yeah, definitely come back if you can. And Verse, don't be afraid to leave your stuff public. You make really good videos too. I think I'm just going to speak for myself, but I'm going to be speaking in general terminology. I think when our old community had all that drama, that a lot of us kind of dispersed, I think is the word I'm looking for. It might not be. I can't think straight because of the meds. Well, I can think too straight because of the meds. So, yeah. Of course, Verse. That's what a community's for. It's for supporting each other and helping each other get through things. Yeah, it's Emalia, but I'm really glad that you're here, Athlon, and thank you so much for helping me with for doing your best to help me with the time zones. Puddle also tried to help me with the time zones as well. I'm just really, really bad with numbers, especially when it comes to times. I cannot do maths. I'm so bad at maths that when I use a calculator, I'm so badly off that, yeah, I'm that bad at maths. I can't even get a right answer of a calculator. So I really appreciate you. I made one personal video where I cried and I got dragged in court for being emotional and attention seeking. I made another one on altars from. I made another one on the altars. Sorry, I made another one on the altars from the problematic sources like villain fictives and how they're not always bad and stuff. And that got dragged in court because I clickbaited the title and no one in court understood that. I'm really sorry, Puddle. They were really bad to you during that whole thing. I remember that. I was really worried about you during that time. Same Athlon, this live stream is actually making me feel seen and validated and not so burn the world to cinders. I'm glad it's at least helping to take your mind off things a little bit, maybe, or make you feel a little bit better. I definitely need you guys probably more than you need. I need you guys here in this stream more than you guys need me, probably. It really was awful, Puddle. Seeing you go through that, like, I've been through something similar-ish, but nowhere near the extent that you went through it, and seeing what you had to deal with and how you were talked to and how they portrayed you and how they treated you it was awful. It was really disgusting. We don't talk about our fictives or factives much. We get embarrassed having them as if they're just from our favorite stuff or something. But if that was so, we'd have a doctor who yeah, I think we'd all have a doctor and a psychologist or something, wouldn't we? I think some people do, but I think we need each other and we all need to start building our safe community up again. Exactly, Puddle. This is what I'm wanting to do. I disagree. You've made this space, Amelia. Your support makes a difference. You're needed and you do help. Thank you. Love. That's awful, and I can't believe they did that. Yeah, they were really brutal with Puddle. Like, they were really brutal towards Puddle, and it was disgusting, the lack of empathy that they were showing. I don't know if you want to go by she or they, Puddle, so I'm just calling you they. But the way Puddle was treated, the lack of empathy and the lack of compassion and the lack of understanding was, like, for a system that's meant to support families and support people with difficulties, it was absolutely disgusting. Like, the people, like, from what I know, they were just outright ignorant and didn't want to open their hearts or their minds at all. Verse, I made this space because I need you guys to. I'm just going to be honest about that. I really missed what we had back on my old channel, and I wanted to make it, but I wanted to make it better, and I wanted to make it as the new grown version of me. But I need you guys, and I've really missed you all. That includes Dragons, even though Dragons doesn't really remember us, and I'm glad that the Athlon system's here too. I had a theory that fictives and factives are more common in ND systems because we mask by mimicking people and characters. That's a really good theory, Puddle. That's a really good theory. Because like I'll just speak from being a parent. But watching my children grow up and watching them watch cartoons and stuff, um, children do. So they're thinking my children are all autistic, and they're thinking they're all on the spectrum. And watching them, I do see them trying to act like cartoon characters, and I've got to remind them that cartoons aren't reality and that you can't go around acting and talking like a cartoon character. So I think you might be onto something, Puddle. Thank you, Erin. We'll always be here for you guys too. And you too, Erin. Good theory, Puddle. Also, we can have special interest for us, at least, which leads to hyperfocus on certain films and cartoons. Yeah, Verse, I get the hyperfocus. So my hyperfocus was Animal Crossing and digital art. But since my new medications, it's like my new medication is just like completely like ridded me of all my creativity, and I just feel like really stuck and really trapped and like I can't create anything, and that just makes me feel worse because that was like my coping techniques. We're so glad to be here. We watched all of the really big online DID drama happened and it terrified us, so having a small safe feeling community means so much to us. We all do need each other. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I hope you feel safe here. Like obviously I want the channel to grow and stuff, but I never want it to get too big because I want to have as much time for each person as possible. I want to keep it quite like I want to when channels get really big, you start to lose the community of it and it just becomes a bunch of people. So I'm not too fussed about like making it really, really big, like thousands of subscribers or anything. I just want to keep it like as long as the numbers, like it doesn't matter about the numbers, but what matters to me is the community. So my worry is that if one day somehow the channel did get like big, that I wouldn't have time for each comment and each person like they deserve to have. If only I felt comfortable making DID content and not just trauma content. You can make content about DID and stuff, just maybe don't make it like completely like personal to you. I know that's not really fair on you, but I also know that you're trying to like protect yourself as well. We feel that, and it's fucking shit that you've been robbed of art as a coping mechanism by meds. Fuck, that sucks. We've been struggling to access art too, and we get how that feels just worse. How that just feels worse. Sorry, my reading comprehension is a bit off today. I'm not good at reading out loud, as you've noticed. If any of you have heard me read passages from the Bible in my videos, then you know I'm not good at reading out loud. I'm just going to get a bit more comfy, guys. There we go. Oh, my neck. Okay, Verse, don't burn your food. What are you having though, Verse? You having anything nice? I got to have, what was it? Peach crumble or something with custard. I'm not a big fan of custard, but if you like mush it all together, then it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it feels really good to be back. It does. It feels good to be back with like my little community and two new people who weren't here from my last community, which is Erin and Athlon. And I'm very happy to have you all here. Versus always has something nice. Vince is a great cook. Ooh. Can you smuggle me some food first? It feels really good to be here. I'm glad, Puddle. Don't burn the foodies. I know how important art is, a coping mechanism. People act like it isn't a real need, but it totally is, big time. It really is. There's something very soothing and satisfying about drawing and then like coloring it if you color your art and stuff. I found that very like self-soothing and stuff. But now it's been now I can't really access that part of my mind, and it feels like my hand doesn't want to cooperate when I'm drawing. Like even things like Animal Crossing, like I'm not like I don't know, it's like everything that like the few things that I enjoy doing, I just feel so flat about now. Thank you, Erin. I'm honored to have you here. And thank you for joining my new little community. I'm at 33 subscribers already. I didn't expect that to happen. I know some of the staff here subscribed to me. There's at least one member who did. One member of staff here who subscribed to me who was on my OBS. And I know that my doctor, my psychiatrist, has watched some of my videos. So if you see this, hi doc, I'd like to change my medication because I can't access my creativity anymore. So can we change that? Food and me are not friends right now. I'm so seriously frustrated. I know, Erin, you're having a really rough time with food. And I hope when things change that will change for you too. Yeah, Puddle, like they do make you feel so flat. Like I'm not saying that I want to have like thousands of thoughts on thousands of roller coasters because that's what it was like. It was like they're all just like this constantly. I don't want to go back to that, but I'd like to go back to like a rather than a oh, okay. When we're experiencing pain or depression, we cannot make music, and music is one of our biggest outlets for the worst pain. So it's like a huge catch-22. I want to express, and yes, doc. I'm sorry that when you're experiencing those things that you can't create like you'd like to. I deal with chronic pain as well. I don't know if your pain's chronic, but I deal with chronic pain, and it does really affect like how you can go about things. Dr. Person, if you're reading this, hear them out about self-expression being very, very important and necessary. Thank you, Athlon. I hope so too, because I enjoy food and cooking. I just don't even feel like myself right now when it comes to that. Erin, you're coping. I know, like, I've not been in touch as much as normal, but you are coping amazingly. You're doing wonderful. You're doing great with the situation you're in. And I know it's hard for you. It won't be for much longer, but you are going to do amazing. And I have full faith in you. I have full faith in what you're doing right now, too. And I believe in you. Sorry, I'm using my phone to make sure that I'm like staying caught up with chat. So I'm kind of like looking at both screens. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound like all cryptic and like, oh, I have these secret conversations between all these different people. I just don't like, I know certain situations that some people here are like dealing with, and I don't want to be the one to like out that. I just want to try and give a place to vent and talk and rant and have the feeling of being heard and seen. I know, Erin, you're dealing with a lot right now, but you're doing amazing and you're doing wonderful, and you're a wonderful mother and a wonderful person, and we're really glad that we know you, and you've helped us through a lot of things. We've written music about how we can't write music, so funny, believe in you. So funny, I believe in you, and everything you do to work towards your goals is important and valid, no matter how small, even the lack of doing. We're trying to respect people's privacy while listening and validating. I'm doing my best. You're all right, Athlon. I'm not the best at being like actively supportive. I find it hard to show not compassion or empathy. I find it hard to I find it really hard to like when people tell me things, I find it hard to express support and validation for that person. Like I'm used to drawing from my own experiences and stuff, but I'm trying really hard to not do that, and I'm trying really hard to make sure nobody feels uncomfortable. I don't want to like kind of out anybody's situations or overstep or anything like that. You're doing really good. Thank you, Puddle. Thank you, Erin. Ephelon, would you maybe send me some of your music? I might want to commission you. And also, I have a hard time reading fast, so I'm trying. Also, I have a hard time reading fast, so I'm trying to be supportive because I'm seeing all these things like, oh, I want to give you support, and you support, and you. So I feel that. You can take your time, Athlon. Don't worry about keeping up with the chat or anything. Just you go at your own pace. Kind of disagree. You've been such a huge piece of me since we started talking. I'm sending you hugs, Erin. I'm sending you all hugs if you'd like them. Yeah, yeah, Athlon. Sorry, I called you Labs because I was reading Band Lab. Maybe I'll check out if you can send me the link or whatever it is because I don't know what Band Lab is. But maybe I can commission you or buy some of your music. Hugs for all the people who want hugs too. Sending you all hugs. I love you being here too, Dragons. I'm really glad you're here. I know I've not spoken to you in a little while, and I'm sorry about that. We've both had a lot going on in our lives, but our friendship still stands. I'm one of those people who, like, you can not talk to me for months or even a year or something, and then you can come back and we'll pick right back up where it was. There's only some situations where I won't pick back up with friends or family, and that's very rare occasions. But I'm one of those people that I understand that people need to take time away and people need to take time to themselves. And I fully understand that because I'm the same. It's just a music sharing platform, and I'd be so down. I'd have to collect my albums together. I've thought about putting them up for download sale. We have a quite old one called The Susie. Well, if you send me them over, Athlon, then I'll definitely go through and pick a few and just name a price, and I can like cash app you or something. It'd be nice if my channel could also include other people's art and stuff. We've stretched yours to what size are you? We're 16. I'm at 12, and I don't plan on going any bigger this year. The only reason I went up to the 12 is because this ear tore when I first stretched it. I got it stretched by a piercer, and because my skin's a bit more fragile, or it can be a bit more fragile, the ear tore. so it doesn't heal back down to a normal piercing size anymore. So I just stretched the other one up to match it. So I'm at a 12. But you can get like really pretty tunnels and plugs now. Um, Back when I first had my ear stretched, you couldn't get pretty ones. So now it's like it doesn't really matter that my ears are stretched to me. Whereas before I was actually wanting to get surgery to repair this one, but I couldn't afford the surgery. Thank you, Erin. Yeah, so I'm allergic to acrylic, and I decided to overlook the fact that I'm allergic to acrylic because I wanted to stretch up my ears again and have them both the same size. So I initially didn't like silicone tunnels. I'd never really worn them before, but the kit came with silicone tunnels, and my dumbass decided to keep the acrylics in, and this ear got so scabbed up. I had an allergic reaction, and the allergic reaction got irritated, and it like went all scabby and gross. Um, but some Aquaphor and some silicone tunnels fixed that right up. So thank you, Erin. I was getting comments from the staff here in the hospital, like they're like, "Oh, your ear!" Like I think they thought it was infected. Raflan, I don't even know how to respond because no one has ever put numerical value on our non-physical art. So I'm like so validated. I don't even know what to say. If you paid any amount, you can use them in. Okay, Avalon, I'll talk to you about that in DMs after the live stream, and we'll get something sorted out. I'll go through it, I'll pick a few songs, and if you've got Cash App, I'll Cash App you some money for them, because as somebody who does art, I don't want to take your music for granted, and I don't want to just use it without you getting anything in return. But one thing I do want to do is I want to like I've done my own channel art for now. But what I want to do is I want to use the artistic talents of my community to build up this channel. And obviously, I would credit you, Athlon. Um, and I'd leave like whatever links you have in my description box as well. No, it just literally angry. I'm glad it's better though. My ears are sensitive to metals, it's really annoying. I remember you telling me, Erin, I remember you telling me you've got like a lot of sensitivity to a lot of metals, so you've got fussy skin. Yeah, of course, and vice versa for you as well. I have so much small artists work in my house. Do you also draw or paint, Avalon? I did my intro music and I did the background music, but yeah, my medicated brain isn't letting me really create anything else. And when I do try to create anything else, it just comes out so wrong. It doesn't work at all. You do digital art as well, Athlon? That's awesome. I'll need to have a look at your page. I'm sorry, I haven't really done that. I took a quick glance when you first messaged me, but I didn't like take an in-depth look. I'm allergic to cheap metal. Yeah, puddle. So for me, like I stick to sterling silver or steel. Gips art is up on our system too. Cheap metal makes my ears go angry too. No, we all have something in common apart from trauma. I can art when I'm triggered and really depressed. That's really strange, Puddle. Like, I love it. It's very unique to you. I don't think I've ever really met anybody who can only art and create when they're depressed and stuff. Normally, people need to be like, although you do get those people who like myself, who like draw things to cheer themselves up and stuff. Like I draw teddy bears and like berry muffins, and axolotls and clouds and stuff like that. I draw my feelings that I can't get out, like drawing my pains. I don't do anything less healthy. I understand that, Puddle. See, when I first started drawing, that's what I was trying to do as well. And but it just never worked out for me, so I started drawing more cutesy stuff to try and cheer myself up. Aaron Taylor, I wish I was artistic. I love that you guys are also talented. I just sit here and cheer you all on. You're appreciated, Aaron, and you have your own talents. Like you're really, really smart, and you're like really when it comes to like natural remedies and like medical information and stuff. You're like really on top of it. Like you're really good with like healing type things. So you're much appreciated. And I think you've showed me like a few things. Did you show me like an Oregon thing or something you made or something like that? I can't remember. But if you guys have any art or anything that or music or anything, then if you want, then I can like commission you, or I can like add your stuff into my videos or live streams, and make a little community out of it. Hi babe, my lovey. Jordan Frame, that is my fiance. How was work? I'm sorry if I missed a message from you. Did I miss a message? No, I didn't, but I missed one from your mum. Erin, you're like incredibly smart and talented when it comes to healing and when it comes to spiritual stuff. Like I don't know your drawing skills or anything, but you're really talented, and you're a really strong, powerful force to be reckoned with. Were you on cakes again? Were you on sweets again today, Jordan? Jordan is a chef de partie, and he works very hard in a kitchen all day. And then he still has time to come and spend time with me at home or to come onto my live stream. Hi, babe. I feel like my lovey's here. But Jordan works very, very hard. And he's been a major support for me. He's been an absolute rock. I'm very grateful to have my Jordan here too. Also, I like the fact that I'm marrying him and his last name's Frame. So it's like when I get my artistic-ness back, I'll be like Mrs. Frame. It's like, what do you do, Mrs. Frame? I'll be like, oh, I'm an artist and a digital creator. So it's like, then the last name just fits. Erin, I think like one day you should definitely go into some kind of holistic medical thing or something, because you do so wonderful in that kind of environment, like for patients. I'd really love to see you do something like that one day. Thank you, Vince. Yeah, Jordan's been amazing for the past nearly 3 years. And I can't believe it's actually been that long. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but at the same time, it also feels like it's been a little bit longer. But Jordan's been amazing. He's taken me to Sorry, I'm having like a few leg spasms here and there, so if my camera starts bouncing. But Jordan's been amazing since day one. He's been really open minded and open hearted, and he's been a really, really good companion to me. And he's given me so much of his time, so much of his energy, so much of his love, and he's been there not just for me, but he's been there for my family when I've needed it, when I've really, really, really needed him. He's always, always, always stepped up for me. That's why I don't want to give up my last name when I have a girlfriend. My dream is to be a doula. Is it doula or doula? And a midwife assistant one day. Erin, I wholeheartedly believe in you, and I wholeheartedly believe that you'll do amazing. And I would, if I was still having babies, then I'd have loved for you to have been there as my doula. I'm glad I haven't too, Erin. My last name is Lovelady. I see why you don't want to get rid of that when you have a girlfriend. So, if you marry someone, then are you going to have them take your last name so that you can keep the Lovelady? Or would you hyphenate or something? The way I read that, Puddle, yes, I'm keeping my name. I'm not hyphenating again. The way I read that, it just came across like really, really defined. Like, nope, never hyphenating again. I like it. We're gonna head off for a bit and self-soothe from the fucking depressing day. We really appreciate all of you, and we'll check back in after in case you're still here. Hope the rest of the stream is good. It's been really nice to be here. Thank you for being here, Verse. I really appreciate that you're here, and I hope your self-soothing helps. I really hope to hear back from you and hear how you're doing. If we're still live when you're back, then you're more than welcome to rejoin us and come and go as you please. All of you are. And thank you so much for being here, Verse. It meant a lot to us. Well, you know how my ex-husband was. I do know how he was, and you deserve the world now. You suffered a lot, and you deserve nothing but happiness and love. All of you deserve nothing but happiness and love, and I want you to know that, and I want you to know that you're loved by me. I love you all dearly, even though I don't know you, but I have that love for you in my heart, and I want to be there for you guys, and I want to give you a community and a safe space where you feel heard and where you feel seen, and that's what I want to give to you guys. Thank you for being here too. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you again. Look forward to seeing you again too, Verse. But you need to look after yourself first, and I fully appreciate that. And I'm really grateful that you dropped in for a bit. Sorry, I'm just getting a message from my awesome moderator, Puddle. So she's saying that when you guys swear, she has to go in and manually moderate. She has to go in and manually like approve the messages. So I need to try and figure that out once I get off of here. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm really sorry that and I'm sorry that my mod's having to do extra work when I told her that she didn't even have to moderate today. Oh. It's me and tech. We're not the best of friends. Thank you, Puddle. I'm sorry for giving you extra work. I know you're trying to relax and get ready for your trip. Bye versus sorry was having technical difficulties. I hope you're okay, Athlon. I hope that your technical difficulties have sorted themselves out. I might have to go for a little bit to get meds soon, but I can leave the live open. Yep. Bye, Verse. Thank you for coming. While I have you guys here, is there any topics that you'd like me to cover in particular, like in my videos? Because I know I'm doing like the daily, like day, like vlog things that are mostly just for me to have like something to do. Um, and I'm making a little video that'll come out on Christmas. I'll have two videos out on Christmas and a live stream. One video is going to be like a regular is going to be like the regular videos that come out daily. The other video is going to be a little appreciation video for Jordan. And the live stream is going to be a little bit of a hideout for people who struggle on Christmas Day, who have problems, who just for different reasons want to hide away from Christmas. Anxiety is really high. We haven't been able to check in early online because one of our return flights got cancelled and rebooked for like the 50th time, and they haven't reissued our tickets yet. I'm really sorry, Puddle. How are they notifying you about that? Is it like an app or something? That must be really stressful, especially as you're going by yourself. I wanted to ask, how is the rules on vaping where you're staying? Where I'm at, they will take anything you can inhale that isn't an inhaler. Um, so in here, you're allowed to smoke. You're allowed to vape. Obviously you can't smoke inside, but you can vape all you want. They did take for a while. They were taking everyone's CBD off them, but those people have now left, and I think they've gone to other hospitals and they've gone home and stuff. Um, but as long as you've not got cannabis on you, you can inhale whatever you want, really, as long as it's not an illegal drug. Your daily videos have been amazing. I've really enjoyed them. Thank you, Erin. I know they're like really repetitive and they're the same day in day out and stuff, but it's more like a kind of a video diary for me, and for others, because when I was initially going to start coming in to hospital, I started looking for videos like the ones that I'm making and I couldn't find any. So I decided to make them myself, and being in here, I can't film like the day-to-day goings on, but I film as much as I can. But I wish they were a bit more interesting. They're emailing us, but this time they didn't. I'm not going alone. I've got my best friend with me, luckily. Oh right, I didn't know you had your. I thought you were going along alone. Sorry, Puddle. My bad. I'm sorry you're dealing with stupid plane stuff, Puddle. They always make it harder than it has to be. They really do. I've only flown one, two. I've only flown 6 times, and each time went smoothly, but it was stress. It's stressful enough flying, even when things are going right. So, I'm really sorry to hear that, Puzzle. I hope that they get back to you soon about it, and that they stop cancelling and rescheduling you. Oh, good idea, Puddle. I keep meaning to make a video on skin picking. I should probably do that. I need to kind of like figure out how I'm going to do it because I don't really like the idea of scripting a video. But I need to have like some kind of bullet points, or at the very least, because yeah, travel stuff sucks. I struggle a lot with traveling. I turn into an angry person. Yeah, it's really stressful, isn't it, Erin? Traveling's like really, really stressful. It's too many unknowns, and I don't like scripting, but bullet points help. So for the video for that I'm doing for my 3-year anniversary, I'm going to have to probably script that a little bit, just because like the time limit that I'll have on it. But I'm gonna go with bullet points as much as I can. I don't want it to be too scripted. Good idea, Puddle. I've been picking my scalp lately. Erin, do you usually pick at your skin? Because there's a condition called dermatillomania, which is a skin picking disorder, and it's part of the OCD family. But you probably already know this, and I've probably told you about a million times before when talking about my own skin picking. But maybe you'd like to look into like there's a page on Instagram called Picking Me FDN. You might like to check out that page. I hate flying / traveling. Me and my best friend have put a rule in that say our tone and nothing snappy we say to each other right now means anything. We love each other and both just stressed. That's a good way to be, Puddle. I'm glad that you and your friends have kind of made this system of like rules for your communication while you're like in a stressful situation, because I've always heard about people like they go on holiday with their friends or whatever and they all end up falling out by the end of the week. Erin, I'm a big scalp picker too. Anything that keeps your hands busy, so like you'll see me fidgeting with things a lot. I also have this, which is a big ball of single row crochet, and I do that when I catch myself picking at my skin. I sit and I do a big long single line of crochet, and then I wind it into a big ball. So this is like a big ball of all my stress and anxiety. But it's pretty colours, so that's what counts. I also recommend some fidget toys, Erin, if you can get like some STEM toys. We've also had problems with biting our head too and scratching our arms. We do a lot of crochet projects and STEM toys, but we end up biting sometimes. Athlon is the biting part of the skin picking because I bite the inside of my mouth too, and that's part of the skin picking. I can share that skin picking page with you if you'd like, Athlon. You're a nail and lip biter, Puddle. I'm a lip biter too. I used to be a nail biter, but I moved on to skin picking. At first, it was just like my thumbs and my scalp, and now it's like my face and my body too. So, like, I've got like a spot on my lip here that I've picked countlessly. I've got spots all down here that I've been picking at and across my forehead. So, I try not to look in reflective surfaces too much, because when I look in reflective surfaces and I start like picking and squeezing and thank you. I've always just been judged for it by most peers IRL and school and work experiences. Yeah, Athlon, I've been judged, and one of my biggest pet peeves is when people tell me to stop doing it or they'll pull my hands away or something. that is one of the worst things that can be done. I actually came up with a system while I was in here with one of my OBS workers. I'm not on full-time OBS anymore, so I don't really see her as much. But whenever she'd see me like picking at my scalp, she'd ask me, what's the trigger? Instead of telling me to stop picking, she learned to, like, we came up with a system that she asked me, what's the trigger? And then that would, like, kind of make me aware of what I was doing without making me feel guilt and shame over it. And then she'd offer me my pick ball, which I now do by myself. Oh well, biting the inside of your mouth is the same. I do that too, lips and inside of my cheeks. Yeah, Erin, that's part of the skin picking. Well, as a lot of people, for a lot of people, it is. I'm not going to say specifically for you that it's part of it, but biting the inside of your mouth, your lips, your tongue, like, or like kind of gnawing on your skin a bit. That's all part of the skin picking. Yeah, like telling you to stop will fix it definitely doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. So like things like dermatillomania and trichotillomania are body focused repetitive behaviors that are part of the OCD family. So it's a compulsion. It is not a bad habit. It is a compulsion. So don't feel guilty or ashamed about that. It's a mental health thing. For a lot of people, it stems from feelings of shame and guilt from trauma and stress. Avalon, if you don't mind me asking, you said that where you are, you can vape or inhale anything that's not an inhaler. Can I ask where you are? You don't have to tell me because I know it's not private. I mean, even if it was private, you wouldn't have to tell me, but I'm just asking because I'm a bit nosy. So that's someone else just going for their meds. So I should be going for my meds soon, and then I'll be right back when they do call me. I get called by every name under the sun here. Any name that begins with an E, I get called it. I get called Emily and all sorts of things in here. I've been called Amalia, Emily. Even people that know my name, they just call me Emily. I'm not currently inpatient, but inpatients in Seattle take everything from you. I've seen kids like 14 get blankets or stuffies thrown away. It makes me very mad at our mental. That's awful, Athlon. So when I came in, I was voluntary. So I got to keep my phone and my laptop and all that. And then when I was sectioned after coming in voluntarily because like I hadn't been getting in arguments or anything like that, they let me keep my stuff. But they told me that if I have like a lot of angry phone calls or if I try to call the police or emergency services, that they'll take my phone off me. So there is rules to having your stuff here, and depending on what kind of level you're on with OBS, there was one girl here and they'd like check the app she was on, they'd check her messages and stuff like that. And for a while she wasn't allowed her phone. But taking blankets and stuffies like plushies and stuff away from a child, that's that I don't even have words for that. There's no real like blankets I can kind of understand because blankets can be used in certain ways to like harm yourself, but I don't understand why you take someone's teddies off them, why you take someone's stuffies away. Like even I have a cat plush somewhere in here. I use it as like a pillow. I don't know where it's gone though. I think it's fallen down the side of the bed. Yeah, I've had to help people get help after trying to seek help. It's frustrating. It shouldn't be this hard. Seattle is a big, angry city that is very corrupt and grr. I've not heard. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I've never. I don't even know if I've ever spoken to somebody from Seattle before, so I can't really say much. But it does. It sounds like it's really, really strict and unfair. I'm 26 and someone took my favorite stuffy. I go mental. She's the only thing that grinds me. Yeah, I understand that, Puddle. I didn't know you're 26 though, Puddle. I thought you were in your 30s like me. I'm a dum dum. Look at you guys all talking in here. This makes me so happy. This has been such a rough 24 hours, and seeing you guys all here just like talking to each other as a little community, that makes me really happy. But speaking of like getting help after people have got help, I think I'm gonna need like some therapy because even though I've not had much taken off of me in here, like it's traumatic. Being inpatient is traumatic. And I think that I'm definitely gonna need hang on. I'm just gonna go get my meds and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves for a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Sorry. Hey, causing chaos. Puddle, you're meant to be the responsible one. You're meant to be the one keeping everyone in line. Monster. Absolute traitor. Sorry, I was as fast as I could be. I got I know I left a bad influence unsupervised on my channel, and she ran amok. I'm sorry, Puddle. Do you want to be referred to as she or they? And if Jordan's still here, I love you. I hope you're driving safely, because it's snowy here and icy, and I worry about him driving. He's a really good driver, but I still worry about him driving in this weather. I'm a fast wheelchair pusher, Erin. But yeah, they had some of my meds already waiting. She and they are both good, but she would probably be preferred. Okay, I'll go by she then. Sorry. I'm not trying to be deliberately out here misgendering people. If you want to be called she or he or they, any of you, then I'll respect that. The Chaos Lizard thinks Puddle is a good influence. The Chaos Lizard. Oh, the Chaos Lizard. The Chaos Lizard thinks Puddle is a good influence. Puddle is a good influence. Puddle is just mischievous. Is it mischievous or mischievous? Mischievous. But yeah, I had my sleeping pill and my diazepam and a painkiller and my olanzapine, which is an antipsychotic. It's meant to help with the racing thoughts that I used to have, and with the racing thoughts, it also took my creativity. Me mischievous never. So oh, Dragons, you're making pizza? What kind of pizza are you making? Thank you guys for being here. Yesterday was a really rough day, and today's been really stressful as well. And I'm really grateful that you all came here. Cheese, mushrooms, and truffle oil. I've never had truffles or truffle oil before, Dragons. What does it taste like? I do love mushrooms though, but Jordan hates mushrooms. Jordan comes from a family that doesn't like mushrooms too. But I love mushrooms. Like musty oil. Is it good though? Like, is the mustard oil good, or does it just taste like old oil, like old uncleaned, unchanged oil? I remember Jordan brought a lighter back from his work once, and it was flooded with cooking oil, and it was covered. It's like batter on it and stuff, and it took so long to be able to use that lighter properly. You're not a fan of mushrooms either, Erin? I thought you would be a fan of mushrooms. I guess I just assumed because like you're all natural and into all that stuff. I figured, I don't know, I just assumed that you'd be like one of those girls who likes mushrooms and stuff like that. It's an acquired taste. It tastes good when it's on stuff in small doses. I'll need to try it one day. Just because like you've tried it, so now you're talking about it, it's making me like, oh, I should try it at least once. See, Erin, I only like those white closed capped mushrooms that you get, and I break off the stalk. I do eat the stalk, but then like I peel it and then I just eat it raw. I used to get like boxes of mushrooms and just sit and snack on them. I also like olives, and Jordan doesn't like olives. Yay! There's another mushroom liker in here. You anti-shroom people. I've never had magic mushrooms. I'd be scared of trying them. Like maybe in micro doses if it was done like with a doctor or something, but I feel bad eating mushrooms because they're such interesting creatures, but they're also tasty and magical. Are mushrooms creatures? I thought they were just like fungus. I didn't realize they were creatures. You love olives too? What olives do you like, Erin? I like the green pimento ones, the pimento in them. The pimento olives. Fungus is alive, yes. Oh, right. Well, I mean, yeah, I know fungus is alive. I just didn't like think of it that way. Fungus is actually more similar to humans than some mammals are neuroconnection. Oh wow! I did once and drew artwork on a window and woke up and didn't even make sense. It made sense to you at the time, and that's what matters. All olives. No, it's okay. I don't want to sound correcting mushrooms are my. No, Athlon, it's good to be educated. You learn something new every day. It's a very interesting special interest to have. Uh, what are those? You know those little red ones, those little white and red ones that grow under Christmas trees. I can't remember what they're called, but apparently they have like quite a strong link to like ancient Egypt and like alchemists and stuff like that. But never apologize for sounding correcty. It's if you can correct me when I make mistakes, then that's good. I'm glad you feel comfortable to correct me. Oh, I legit thought I'd rip out the window and sell it. That's how good I thought it was. Oh, Erin. Oh my god, I was getting pizza and I got so excited when you asked me a question. I was getting pizza and I got so excited when you asked me a question. Yeah, so those are Aman yeah, the Amantia ones. Amantia muscarius? Muscarius? Amantia muscarius. But yeah, I heard recently on a short that the Amantia ones that they're closely linked to like Santa Claus, like the colors, the Christmas tree thing, and the alchemists and uh, ancient Egyptians and stuff would use them. But yeah, Athlon is now our in-house mushroom expert. That's their designation. I don't know if you want to go by him, he, they, she. I don't know Athlon, sorry, but Athlon is now our designated in-house mushroom expert. That is their job from now on. They shall be the mushroom person. Who was it who said they crochet? Because it's like I find it helps with like when I'm feeling anxious or when I'm skin picking, but it also really hurts my hands. But at the same time, I'm working with this really, really pretty wool. So kind of like the colors kind of fascinate me when they change. But I've broken the wool up into smaller bits so it doesn't get tangled. My mum used to crochet. What kind of things did she crochet, Puddle? They, them, and it's okay. Thank you for asking. An awesome mushroom person I am. I crochet, that was me. Oh, and Amentia is super toxic, so they had to process them a lot to make them edible. Are they toxic in like the kind of like way that they send you on a trip, or are they toxic like poisonous toxic? And I'm sorry for misgendering you, Avalon. I want to be as respectful as I can to how people identify themselves. I don't want to like make anyone feel unwanted or unwelcome or uncomfortable here. Like poison, but oh, sorry. She liked making huge blankets. She started one for my girlfriend, but then passed away, and I want to get it finished in her honor. I think you should do that, Puddle. I think that'd be a really nice gift for your girlfriend. Like poison, but not enough to kill unless you eat like a bunch. And it's okay, you were just asking, and I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I don't want anyone to feel like uncomfortable and stuff. Like everyone has their own different beliefs and their own different ways of life and stuff, and it's not my place to judge, and I don't want anyone to feel like they're being judged or singled out or anything. That's so sweet, Puddle. I can see why you'd want to do that. Anything I can do to help with figuring out the pattern, if you can, I can try to help. That is very kind of you, Athlon. Grace Love. Hey, on a 15-minute break that's almost over, just saw you were alive. How are you? Hi, Grace Love. I'm I'm doing good. Having doing this live's taken my mind off a lot of things. And it's kind of distracting me from my anxiety a bit. How are you? And thank you for joining us, Grace Love. She made me a pride fish blanket the size of my king size bed, and I was making a trans flag of the same size. I didn't even know about the trans flag blanket, and I found it when I went to go see her and plan her funeral. Oh wow, your mum sounds like she was really thoughtful. I'm really, really sorry for your loss, Puddle. I know you told me about it before, and I still don't have the words. I can't imagine how it feels to lose a mum. It is one of my biggest fears is losing my mother, and I'm incredibly, terribly sorry for your loss. If you don't mind me asking, Grace Love, what is it you do? I'm just nosy. Sorry to hear about your loss, Puddle. That's very kind of you, Grace. Oh, it's you, Muskowitz. Hi, Mouse. Sorry, I'm bad with people when like they have like different handles and stuff. I find it difficult to remember who's who as it is. So I'm sorry. But it's nice to have you back, Mouse. I work on port unloading ships and exports and imports. That sounds like hard work, Grace. Hey, Grace Love. I'm Athlon. I'm new. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, Puddle. That must have hurt so much. And out of curiosity, course, it's hard to figure out someone else's pattern if they didn't leave notes. Hey, girly, no problem. Hill Athlon. So, Grace Love was, I think, used to subscribe to my old channel and was part of the older community. It's nice to see familiar faces and some new faces like Athlon. Oh, so you did subscribe to my old channel. I wasn't sure if you'd actually subscribed to me or not. Grace Love, it is, but it helps pay some bills. I gotta go now. Okay, I hope you have a good day with the rest of your work. I will make another, but I hope you have a good day at work, Grace. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for dropping in. I'm gonna go soon as well, guys. I'm feeling a bit nauseous. And I need to get ready for bed because I took a sleeping pill. That's the lights going out. Here they have like a main control thing, and then at a certain time they just turn all the lights out. So like if I don't have that backlight on and they'll go out, then it's just like you're just stuck in the dark. Of course, go whenever you need to take care of yourself. It's getting late and you can go whenever you want to. I'll give it a few more minutes. You can go wherever you want to, Will. Yeah, whenever, not wherever. But I've really enjoyed talking to you all, and I should probably next time I go live, I should probably try and have some like topics or something. But I guess I just wanted the distraction, and I wanted a break from my usual. And I really appreciate you guys giving that to me. Like it's been a rough few days, so having you guys hang out with me and distract me, I really appreciate it. My Insta is the same handle. Okay, I'm just going to put you up on the screen so people can see you, Athlon. My Insta is the same handle if anyone wants to contact me after this. You've all been super duper amazing. You guys have been all super duper amazing. And my Insta is, of course, the same as my YouTube channel, and so is my Twitter, but I don't really use the Twitter as much. But yeah, you guys probably all have me on Instagram anyway. My Insta and Twitter are the same as here. So if anyone wants to follow Puddle of Cam, they are the same on Instagram and Twitter. If anyone wants to follow Athlon System, they're the same on Instagram. I've enjoyed it too. Hangout streams are the best, to be honest. I enjoy hangout streams too. I like just sitting and talking. I do like when I'm watching streams, I like streams with like a topic or whatever, but when it's like smaller, more like intimate streams, I like just like little hangouts. Erin, sorry, I had to pop off for a sec. You're okay, Erin. You can come and go as you please. Yay! I'll follow you after the stream, Puddle. Oh, look at people making friends. I'm sending you all hugs if you want them. Evelyn, hi Erin. So when I'm going to send you guys hugs, I'm just going to do this, and you'll know I'm sending you hugs if they're wanted. You like hugs, Puddle? Here's some hugs for you, Puddle. Hugs are received and sent back into anyone else who wants them. Grip hugs. But I'm gonna need to go get ready for bed now, guys. My meds, my sleeping pills. I'm starting to feel the effects of my sleeping pills a bit. I need to get ready for bed before I crash out. But thank you all for being here, and I'll try and do another one soon. I really appreciate you all being here. I know for some of you it's like the middle of the day. Some of you are on my time. And I really, really appreciate that you took time out of your days and out of your nights to hang out with me. Good night, dragons. Good night, Athlon. Good night, Puddle. Good night, Verse. Good night, Aaron. I'm trying to remember everyone who was here. Good night, Mouse. Thank you all for being here so much. It genuinely does mean a lot to me, and you've really helped me get through a difficult evening. Good night, everyone. Bye. Sweet dreams, and if you're doing the rest of your day, then have a good rest of your day. Have a safe day. Have a safe night. If you're driving anywhere, be careful and drive safe. And good night, all.